you know, what is it that you're doing or what is it that you're not doing?
Yeah.
And if everything becomes them and they and not you, then, you know, quite frankly, just like Lou has been saying all the time, you're not being trainable.
Yeah. Yes. There's for again audiences and our conversation, somebody could hear this and say, "Wow, this is like one big spaghetti of topics all over the place," right?
Yeah.
Like somebody could actually hear this and say that. What I'm going to assert is that you have to learn how to unravel the spaghetti, to put the conversations in their lane, and then go back to yourself, what's working, what's not working, and empower yourself. A couple of quick things I want to kind of benchmark from what's been said. One is these potential walls that people come up against when they're trying to get promoted or move forward or whatever it is in life, particularly in the military. But it's the same thing if you worked at corporate America.
Right.
Yes. Only perhaps lives aren't at stake. So, same thing if you're working at the local grocery store and you wanted to move up. No different than you're in your high school and you start off as a freshman, you want to get to be a senior, success, whatever. Right. At the end of the day, you have to be willing to ultimately go back to the only thing you really have a say about, and that's you. Yeah. Like myself. Yes. What's working, what's not working. I like to use what's working and not working. Learned that down the line from a place called Landmark. They've said it that way. Valenti Smith and Associates is actually where I ultimately really got it from. The coaching firm, consulting firm I worked with. Because if we take away from what's right and wrong, that has its useful because some things look, so that's just wrong. and some things are just like, that's right, but that's wrong. I know life goes on, but that's wrong. But when you start maybe couching it or saying it a different way, like a combination lock, what's working and not working, you could actually start to move towards what's working and stop doing what's not working. Right. A major first step, no matter how you dice it or slice it, no matter what the topic is, no matter who, what, where the circumstances is, you have to be able to stay in the conversation. Because if you can't have the conversation, I mean, that's it. The next thing is violence or you screaming or yelling or stuck or anger or upset for 20 years, upset about, you didn't get a cookie when you were in 5th grade. You forgot that that's what you were angry about. And then, 20 years later, you're angry at the guy at Starbucks because he told you to put on a mask. I'm just kind of like making up stuff.
That's relative.
Yeah, right. So yeah, right. So there's a I think Russ said self-awareness, self-empowerment, and also I want to be clear from my view of the world. It's actually awesome. I mean, I am so grateful for people whose life choice is, look, man, my dad, I love fixing cars. That's it. I'm not going to be the president of a car company. I'm not interested. Right. Yes. I love doing this. Right. I want to have the captain win. I'm the captain's guy. You could call me a kiss ass. You could call me you could call me whatever, but it works. It works for me. That's not saying, maybe I shouldn't use the word kiss ass, though some people might call somebody that, versus somebody who's, I understand, is that meme? I understand the assignment. I understand the mission. And right now, this is where I'm at. And you know what? I'll do this for the next 20 years. I'm cool with it. Totally good. But you got to be really authentic with yourself. Because if it is good for you, then all the other issues disappear. But if you're complaining, maybe it's authentically, you're not really saying it's good for you. Like there's a dance there, right? Like if you love what you're doing, complaints disappear. Problem solving kicks in. And one of the things to bring into the mortgage business, I've worked with different people at all different stages of their development, career, learning, bio. It's like, look, man, first and foremost, you have to have a love affair with problems and fixing them.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
End of story.
Yeah.
If you don't like solving problems, I don't know what you could do for a living, quite frankly. But you gotta love solving problems, solutions, fulfilling people's concerns and futures. I want to go on vacation. Well, if my travel agent ain't gonna help me I've got to figure it out. But and that's perhaps what we're doing here in one sense is offering people distinctions so they could be empowered to go solve whatever doesn't work in their life, whatever they might call a problem, whatever goals they have. But it's all available. I'm going to go back to it's all available. You brought up race.